Hello everyone, my name is Chip. Drawing is a very powerful tool in Magic, being able to ensure your position in the top 8, lock other players out of the tournament, and you get to take a much needed break, get something to eat, freshen up, call your mum, check on her, let her know you're doing okay. Yes, drawing games in Magic tournaments gives you all those opportunities, and I, a humble Taxes player, can do very little to stop it. But we can stop our opponents drawing cards, which, if done right, can stop them playing Magic altogether. Yes, it is time for the return of the garbage engine. For those of you unfamiliar, here's how it works. Spirit of the Labyrinth stops each player from drawing more than one card per turn. On our opponent's upkeep, we activate our Geier Sanitarium, so both players draw and discard a card. Then, when our opponent goes to their draw step, they won't draw a card. If we can get this engine online while our opponent has no cards in hand, it's very likely we can lock them out of the game. So let's look at the deck list. We have our full playset of Spirit of the Labyrinth, taking the slots normally reserved for Thalia, as we're planning on reducing our opponent's access to cards, not increasing the expense of their cards. For Geier Sanitarium, it is a legendary land that provides no coloured mana, but it can pitch additional copies of itself, so hopefully we don't get too pinched on mana. We're also running 4 copies of Aether Vial. To keep the garbage engine online, we deny ourselves 3 mana a turn. Aether Vial lets us keep putting creatures into play so we don't fall behind. To hurt and punish our opponent's greedy mana bases, we have 4 Leonin Arbiter. This prevents our opponent from fetching without paying 2 mana. And 4 Ghost Quarter. They can become strip mines when Leonin Arbiter is on board. Then we have 3 Ramunap Excavator. Yes, we're a white-green variant of Taxes. Ramunap can lead to games where we can loop Ghost Quarters and strip mine our opponents out of the game. And we can replay our Geier Sanitarium from grave, should it get destroyed. And it can allow us to play lands we've discarded with our garbage engine so we can generate some advantage while punishing our opponents. To protect our board, we have 4 Giver of Runes. While our opponent is unable to refill their hand, forcing them to spend an additional card on Giver can be backbreaking. 2 Selfless Spirit, it's able to protect our entire board and ruin combat maths, and make board wipes useless. And 3 Lurrus of the Dream Den. This allows us to replay most of our permanents that have been discarded or destroyed, and has lifelink so we can pad our life total a little. There are times when you might have the garbage engine online and your opponents can still win because of the board presence they've been able to build. To deal with that, we have a removal package consisting of 4 Path to Exile, 4 Skyclave Apparition, and it's not removal, but we're testing out a full playset of Luminarch Aspirant. It's a new creature that can run away with the game if left unchecked, and it can buff any of our creatures so they can trade up with our opponent's threats. For mana, we have 4 Noble Hierarch, able to produce any color of mana we require. Noble Hierarch compensates for our Geier Sanitarium, and the Exalted helps us get a bit of extra bang for our buck when attacking with a singleton creature. For basics, we have 2 Plains and 1 Forest. For our non-basics, we're running 4 Razorverge Thickets, 4 Temple Gardens, and 1 Horizon Canopy. We can replay Horizon Canopy with Ramunap, and it can become an effective draw engine if we need it. For our sideboard, we have 2 Burrenton Forge-Tender. We can loop these with Lurrus and mitigate a lot of burn damage. For the Rakdos and Jund matchups, we have 3 Auriok Champion and 2 Collected Company. Taxes has become quite popular. Yay! So to deal with them, we're running 3 Tocatli Honor Guard. Stoneforge Mystic, Flickerwisp, and Skyclave Apparitions aren't nearly as impressive when they become vanilla creatures. We've got 2 Qasali Pridemage, additional artifact and enchantment hate that can be looped with Lurrus and doesn't care about Tocatli being on the field. And for graveyard hate, we're running 3 Soul Guide Lanterns. Removing our opponent's graveyard while preserving our own plays very nicely with Lurrus. And that's the deck. Now, before we get going, just a reminder, I release a video every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so if you enjoy this video, be sure to check some of the others out. If you give this video a like, that lets me know that this is the type of content you'd like to see more of, and if you really like this video, show it to a friend or show it to your mum. You know what? Call your mum. Let's get on with some games. Alright, we win the die roll. I'm gonna keep. Well, we'll lead on Plains into Giver of Runes. Pass it there. Ooh, opponent leads an Ajano Castle into their own Giver of Runes. Right, so we're in the mirror match. So do we run out Leonin Arbiter? We can protect it with Giver, stops them stone forging. I'd say we do. Pass it there. Opponent plays a Plains, has their own Arbiter, okay. And passes. Temple Garden, we're gonna pay 2 life. Run out a Noble Hierarch, path to exile your Giver of Runes. Given their Leonin Arbiter protection from white, sure thing. And then yeah, I'm just gonna Ghost Quarter him now. They might be able to Ghost Quarter his back, but we've got Noble Hierarch, so I'm not too worried. We're not going to attack. We're going to keep Giver of Runes up. Pass it there. Opponent has a Plains and a Stoneforge Mystic that cannot search. They must have something in hand. And they pass to us. Luminarch Aspirant. Well, that's certainly something I'm interested in playing. Yeah, we'll run it out. Put a counter on our Leonin Arbiter. Go to combat, get in for 4. Opponent takes it down to 16. We pass the turn there. Opponent plays a Horizon Canopy. Skyclave Apparition. Now this is probably going to have to target our Giver of Runes. And it does. Bye-bye Giver. Yep, opponent swings in for 2. Passes the turn. We hit a Spirit of the Labyrinth. I'm going to lead on Selfless Spirit. Just put another counter on our Leonin Arbiter. Swing in for 5. Alright, opponent throws a Stoneforge under the bus. Opponent plays a Plains. Has another Leonin Arbiter. And another Leonin Arbiter. They're amassing quite the board. They swing in for 2. We're just going to take it. Alright, they pass to us. Another Giver of Runes. Lead on Giver of Runes. Do we reveal the Spirit of the Labyrinth? We could put a counter on the Arbiter. Swing in for 6. But then if they draw removal, it's all on one creature. We're going to spread it out this turn. We're not going to reveal the Spirit of the Labyrinth just yet. Counter on the Selfless Spirit. Swing in the sky for 4. They take it down to 10. And they scoop it up. All right. We won that one without having to reveal any of our tricks. Well, against taxes, Tocatli Underguard can come in, take out our Skyclaves, bring in the Qasalis, and we're going to go down to 1 Vial. We'll bring in the Collected Companies. Run it back like that. Oh, we can't keep this one. This hand's not very good. Tocatli could shut down most of their deck, though. Land into Noble Hierarch into double Giver of Runes. Tocatli. Yeah. All right, we'll keep... What do we put to the bottom? Ramunap? I'd say it's Ramunap. They lead on a Ghost Quarter into an Aether Vial. Okay, well, got our Ramunap back, I suppose. All right, Horizon Canopy into Noble Hierarch. Pass it there. Exactly Stoneforge this turn would suck. They play a Plains. Leonin Arbiter. They're going to blow up our land, and that's going to be bad. Bad, bad, bad. So they led on the Arbiter. All right, you know what? Tocatli it is. If they have Path and they Ghost Quarter us, it's going to suck. They tick up their Vial. They have a Field of Ruin as well. Oh. Yep, they strip mine us. They Vial in. Thalia, yep. And they pass it there. Alright. Well, Noble Hierarch will play a Giver of Runes. Guess we're passing. There is a possibility this Aspirant might just demolish them. Alright, they tick their Aether Vial up to 3. They've got the Ajano Castle. Skyclave Apparition, yep. That's a vanilla creature, dude. And they're swinging in. Well, none of their creatures have ATBs, so do we just eat Thalia? Okay, we're just going to eat Thalia. Well, that's the opposite of a land, isn't it? Run out another Giver of Runes. It's going to be a weird game. Just going to pass it there. Yep, opponent activates Vial. Puts Flicker Wisp into play. Yep, vanilla 3-1. Just got to hope they don't have Path. Opponent plays a Plains. Down to 1 card in hand. Swings in the sky. Yep, going to take 3. Down to 13. Oh, it's a fast clock. Well, that's a land. Land Aspirant. Yep, run out the Aspirant. Yeah, sure. You blow up our land. Put a counter on our Tocatli. We start getting in? Yeah, we're going to try. Start swinging in. Sure is a weird race we got going on. They wanted to pay costs there, so I'm willing to bet that their last card is a Path. They play another Plains. Swing in the sky for 3. Take it down to 10. Pass it there. Collected Company. Okay, well that's a little while away. Giver of Runes. Counter on our Aspirant. Attack with the Aspirant. Exalted Trigger. Well, they're blocking with the Skyclave. No, they're not. They're just going to take it. Alright, they're down to 14. Pass it there. I would very much like to draw run a land, or Noble Hierarch into a land would probably be better. Alright, they're swinging in the sky for 3. Down to 7. Getting close. That is a land. Run out our own Arbiter. Put a counter on the Aspirant. Do we just attack with the Aspirant, or do we get in with both? We'll go for just the Aspirant this time. Swinging in for 4. Oh, they're vialing in. Another Aspirant. You know what? We're going to give it pro-white. Yep, opponent's down to 10. It's an interesting little race, this one. This might be the turn it's decided. That's a Maul of the Skyclaves, and I think that's going to do it. Unless they place it incorrectly. Nope, they placed it correctly. That is Xaxes. Alright, we're done. We'll just run it back as is. Opponent concedes the match. Alright. Not interested in going to game 3. Alright, we lose the die roll. I'm going to keep this one. Opponent plays a snow-covered forest into a Sakura Tribe Scout. Okay. Hopefully Ghost Quarter's really good here. We get the Aether Vial as well. Well, Razorverge Thicket into Aether Vial. Pass it there. Play the Gruul Turf. Sakura Tribe Scout puts the forest back into play. Counter on our Aether Vial. Run out Noble Hierarch. Play Ghost Quarter. They could have another bounce land to protect the Gruul Turf, so I think we need a Ghost Quarter now. As frustrating as that is, yeah, we're going to Ghost Quarter now. Opponent gets a normal forest, okay. They play a breeding pool, untapped, put a Vesuva into play. Yeah, so they could have put a Vesuva into play, copied Gruul Turf, bounce, Gruul Turf. No, that's a Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Things could get bad. It's a Radiant Fountain. Can only blow up so many lands. Activate Aether Vial. Yes. Put a Noble Hierarch into play. Put a counter on our Aether Vial. Hope for an Arbiter. It's another Aether Vial. Not particularly helpful here. Alright, here's Ramunap. Ghost Quarter. Just going to take the breeding pool away. Activate Aether Vial, run out the Aspirant, put a counter on the Excavator, get it out of Valakut range. Oh, opponent's cycling the Teleria West. Yep, gets a Summoner's Pact to hand, plays the Garrison, puts the Radiant Fountain back into play, passes to us. Gonna keep Aether Vial on 2. Geier, Sanitarium, and Spirit of the Labyrinth. I think we just gotta keep Ghost Quartering them. Put the other Aether Vial into play. Run out Ghost Quarter. They gotta be starting to run low on basics, surely. They got Sun Titan, they could get Bajuka Bog, get rid of our Ghost Quarter. That's a bad time. Oh look, we'll go to combat first. Put another counter on our Excavator. Swing in for a whole bunch. Also the Sakura Tribe Scout's untapped. Oh, they're blocking with the Scout though. Sure. Alright, Sakura Tribe Scout's dead. So then we're going to stop on our opponent's draw step then. Hit the Garrison. Garrison hit. They did have the basic. Yep. So they can get Titan here. That is definitely Titan mana. Yep. Primeval Titan. So they get Valakut and something else. They can kill our Ramunap. Did all we could to protect it. Double Valakut. They're just going to hit our face? No. They're killing the Aspirant and the Ramunap and a Noble Hierarch. Okay. They swing in for 2. Sure. On their end step, we're going to activate Aether Vial. Spirit of the Labyrinth into play. Put a counter on our Aether Vial. Giver of Runes as well. So any land is going to kill 2 of our things. So we just hope they don't have a land. So they got Summoner's Pact, which means they're going to get a bunch of lands. I think we're dead. We don't need to show them that we've got Lurrus. Yeah, we're dead. Alright, sideboard against this one, hey? Bring in Tocatli, bring in Qasali Pridemage, go down Skyclave, trim 3 vials, bring in 2 Cocos. Yeah, we'll run it back like that. So yes, we'd like to go for... Oh. I don't think we can afford to keep this one. We've got 2 bits of removal though. Does help them search for lands though. We're going to mull. No Arbiter, no lands that let us cast anything, mull again. Ugh. I think we're going down again. I mean, as far as 4s go, this is pretty good. This is our 4. Go Temple Garden, pay 2 life. Noble Hierarch. Your move, opponent. They lead on a forest. Sakura Tribe Scout. Alright. Razorverge Thicket's not bad. So the question is, do we play the Excavator now or do we hide it? We'll run it out, see what happens. Pass it there. Alright, they got the Castle Garenbrig. Well, they're tapping the Sakura Tribe Scout. They got Vesuva. Becomes another Castle Garenbrig. Okay, they pass it there. Well, we got another Noble Hierarch. It's not bad. Play Noble Hierarch. Go to combat, swing in 4. Not the worst clock I've ever had. Ghost Quarter, go after OG Castle Garenbrig. And they got a forest. Okay, they've got another Castle Garenbrig. They beast within our Ramunap Excavator. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, nothing from our opponent, and they pass back to us. Sanitarium, I'm kind of okay with that. If we can draw Spirit of the Labyrinth, I'd be happy. In we get for 5. Oh, they're blocking. Not enough lands in hand to make it worthwhile. 1 more land, Primeval Titan's coming down. Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Okay. Engineered explosives on 1. Gross. So now we have to choose between blowing up explosives or blowing up the Dryad. They pass to us. Oh, we draw a land. Yay. Don't even draw up a way to blow it up. Oh, we could have held the land and we could have activated Geier. Swinging for 5. They missed a land drop anyway. Well, they didn't miss it that time. It's another Castle Garenbrig. This is prime time. Primmy Tim. Yeah, up. Double Valakut. Blow up our beast. Blowing up our Noble Hierarchs. You've got engineered explosives for that opponent. I mean, I won't say no to the free life, but yeah. Alright, so unless our top 2 cards are par, we're in trouble. They swing in for 2. Top card is Spirit of the Labyrinth. That's the lock, but I'm pretty sure we're dead even with the lock. What's the next one? Luminarch Aspirant. All right, well, good game, opponent. Can't beat that. All right, we win the die roll. Yeah, I'm going to keep this one. Just lead Ghost Quarter to Aether Vial. Pass it there. Opponent plays an island. Casts a Serum Visions. Passes to us. Put a counter on our Aether Vial. Play Horizon Canopy. Run out the Aether Vial. Pass it there. Opponent casts a Sleight of Hand. Okay, so it's a Storm variant. Steam Vents. Tapped. Happy to pass it to us there. So in their end step, we're going to Aether Vial in our Noble Hierarch. Counters on both our Aether Vials. Draw a Razorverge Thicket. Well, we'll lead on Geier each. Swing in for 1. Opponent takes it down to 19. We're going to stop on their upkeep. We activate our Aether Vial. Spirit of the Labyrinth into play. Well, we'll do it now. Activate Geier each. ditch the Thicket. We can get it back with Excavator. They ditched a Manamorphose, and they play a Spire Buff Canal, and they cast a Sleight of Hand. Okay. Which doesn't draw, it just puts it in their hand. It's their way around it. Down to 5 cards in hand. Pass the turn. Back to us. I put counters on both our Aether Vials. Draw a land. Well, I'm going to play it. Go to combat. Swing in for 4. Opponent takes it down to 15. Pass it there. Their upkeep. Activate the Geier. Ditch our backup Lurrus. They ditched a Past in Flames. They play a Shivan Reef. Passing it there. Well, we'll activate our Aether Vial. Put our Lurrus into play. Goes to us. Keep both our Aether Vials where they are. Draw another Aether Vial. It's good discard fodder. Go to combat. Swing in for 6. Opponent's down to 9. On our end step. What are they casting on our end step? Gifts Ungiven. What are you putting into your hand with your Gifts Ungiven? Ditch the Rituals. They got a Past in Flames in graveyard. Yeah, okay. Well, we're going to let them keep their Grape Shot. Rituals in the graveyard. Goes to their turn. In their upkeep. Activate our Geier. Pitch the Aether Vial. They play a Snow-Covered Island. They cast 1 Desperate Ritual. Cast Past in Flames. Cast another Desperate Ritual. Cast another Desperate Ritual, 4 mana in pool. Cast another Desperate Ritual, 5 mana in pool. Manamorphose, okay. That breaks even, still at 5. Sleight of Hand, yeah, that gives you a card. Another Ritual, yeah. Storm counts 8. Sleight of Hand gives you another card. Yep, Grape Shot, just going to try and wipe our board. Get themselves out of this lock. Yep, they're taking out Lurrus, they're taking out Spirit of Labyrinth. The rest is at us, okay. Yep, they wipe our board. There was a lot of resources to just wipe our board, though. Pass back to us, we'll keep our Aether Vials where they belong. Another Apparition is not what I had in mind. Sack the Horizon Canopy to draw a card. Arbiter, I mean, it's a creature. Play Razorverge Thicket. Alright, we'll just pass it there. We might keep it as a gotcha, in case they got another Gifts Ungiven. They play a Steam Vents. Untapped. Go to their end step. Yep. Keep our Aether Vials where they are. Just pass the turn there. Ah, see, they're clever. Gifts Ungiven while they got 2 mana up. Okay, well, we'll let them search. Is it Rituals in the bin? Yeah, we'll throw... Well, we know they've got Past in Flames, so if we throw the creatures in the bin, they're not casting those back, are they? Creatures in the bin it is. Alright, they cast a Serum Visions. I'm going to activate Geier now, just in case we hit a Spirit of Labyrinth. Hey, we did. Discard the other Geier. Activate Aether Vial. Yes, and Spirit of Labyrinth. Okay. Serum Visions lets them scry 2. That was the luckiest draw of my life. Play a Snow-Covered Island. They cast a Desperate Ritual, yeah. Into a Desperate Ritual. They flash back Past in Flames. So they're going to Ritual 2. Yeah, they're up to 5. Oh, Solundi Visions. I didn't even see this one. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. Reveal another instant sorcery card from among it. Put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Okay. What are you getting? Repeal. Okay. Yep, that's the Grape Shot. Hits us for a whole bunch. So no Grape Shot in the graveyard, just a Repeal in hand. They have a Past in Flames in the bin, though. Alrighty. They pass to us. Keep our Aether Vials where they are. Hey! Not bad. Not bad. Alright, well, we'll just pass it there. Activate Geier. We'll ditch a Skyclave. They ditched and empty the Warrens. Ugh. And they're keeping that Repeal in hand. Okay. See what they do with it. Play a Spire Bluff Canal. Just going to the end step. Activate Aether Vial. Gonna put Selfless Spirit into play. Activate Aether Vial. Put Skyclave Apparition into play. Should have done this turns ago. Would have already won. Alright, they pass to us. Keep our Aether Vials where they are. Path to Exile. Interesting. Oh, we're just gonna go to combat. Swing in for 4. And then we could cast our Spirit of the Labyrinth. We don't get to Geier Sanitarium them, but it does stop them drawing. And if they bounce it, then we just put it back into play. Run out Spirit, and we will pass the turn there. They're going to Repeal it now. Okay, play a land. Yeah, they've got a Baral. A Path to Exile the Baral now. Get themselves a land. Yeah, they cast Manamorphose. Serum Visions. 2 mana in pool, 1 card in hand. They can't repeal. Yeah, they can't repeal, so yeah, activate Aether Vial. Spirit of Labyrinth enters. But even if they can deal with the Spirit of Labyrinth, they're still dead on board. Alright, let's scoop it up. I've seen enough. Sideboard against this deck. Well, we're going to bring in Soul Guide Lantern. Bring in Burrenton Forge-Tender and Auriok Champion. Go down Skyclaves. Look, Skyclaves ain't doing a lot. Bring in the Pridemages, actually, in case they end up going the other way with it. We'll go down 1 Path to Exile. Run it back like that. We get away with this? I think we can. We'll keep it. Alright, we play a Spire Bluff Canal. And they pass the turn. Play Razorverge Thicket. Did draw the land. We'll run out the Noble Hierarch. Pass it there. They play a Steam Vents. Tapped. Pass the turn. Ghost Quarter, please. Aether Vial? I'll take it. Temple Garden, yes. Run out Aether Vial. Arbiter or Spirit? They're not searching yet. We'll go Spirit. Pass the turn there. Play another Spire Bluff Canal. Pieces of the puzzle. So they got a Repeal in hand and the other pieces of the puzzle. They pass to us. Well, we're going to put a counter on our Aether Vial. Another Excavator. Run out Arbiter. Now Soul Guide Lantern. Take that Ritual out of the graveyard. Swing in for 4. Yep, opponent takes it down to 16. They play a Snow-Covered Island. They've got the Baral. Okay. Desperate Ritual. It better be a hell of a hand. Into pieces of the puzzle. Okay. 2 rituals in hand. And they just let the mana go. Pass to us. We will put a counter on our Aether Vial. Oh, I like that. That's pretty cute. Well, we're just going to run out an Excavator. We'll swing in for 4. Opponent takes it down to 12. Pass it there. Cast Repeal on our Spirit of the Labyrinth. I mean, now's as good a time as any. Activate Aether Vial. Spirit of the Labyrinth into play. So now they don't draw off the Repeal. They got 2 rituals in hand. They play a Mountain. Still Visions. Okay. Alright, they put a Manamorphose into hand, which they'll have to cast on our turn if they want to draw a card off it. No attacks. They pass to us. We're gonna keep this on 2. Aspirant is really good. These are the exact situations where Aspirant is really good. Play our Aspirant. Put a counter on the Spirit of the Labyrinth. Means they have to waste 2 Grape Shot hits at it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. And yeah, I'm just gonna start getting in. Swing with the team. Opponent takes it all down to 4. Okay. Bolt on our Spirit of the Labyrinth. Okay. Pyretic Ritual, yeah. Pyretic Ritual number 2. So do we exile the graveyard in response to that? Then they can't cast their Desperate Ritual. Yeah, we'll do it now. Exile your graveyard. Yep, graveyard's gone. Manamorphose, sure, draw a card. You have fun. Aria of Flame. Okay. Aria of Flame comes down. We go up to 28. You got to deal with our board. Grape Shot, yep. Okay, they're stacking their triggers. So they're killing Noble Hierarch. Killing Arbiter, killing Aspirant twice. Okay, a land would be nice. Well, in their end step, we're going to activate Aether Vial. Going to put Spirit of the Labyrinth in play. Going to go to our turn. We are going to put a counter on our Aether Vial. Oh, hey, and we got the lock. Play the Sanitarium. Cool. No attacks from us just yet, and we'll hide the Lurrus. All right, activate the Garbage Engine. Pitch Temple Garden. We can play it with our Ramunap. And they scoop it up to the Garbage Engine. Okay, look at that. Oh, that was very fun. I'm very happy with how all that went. Alright, well look, thank you all for watching. Once again, I release a video every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and until next time, have fun.